Hello, this is the Masked Gamer and Liz, and we are back with more Agmonia. Today we are starting Chapter 2, Act 2, Level 2, whatever it is, it's 2. So this city phase is going to be much longer than our previous city phases because there's a lot of new features to go over. As you can see, I've laid out all of the cards. So that I don't keep it getting asked to pull one out with a question of what is that? What is that? What is that? And I could just
targeting me.
yes,
Gotcha.
yes. And I actually had a text message about this with the person who watches all of these religiously about
Really?
why I laid them out like that. Not a text message, a Discord message. But anywho, this is what our view is going to look like, which is not great. But I did what I did today. But most of this part I feel like is just going to be us talking anyway. So, because we have completed all of the level 1 missions that have stars next to them, we now level up and go to level 2. If there were any missions we did not complete, we would not be playing. But in order to advance from level 1 to level 2, we must earn 2 experience points. So are there 2 things with a star that we've crossed off?
Yes.
Wow, what a surprise. In order to advance, oh, this is different. In order to advance from level 2 to level 3, we must gain 3 more.
Yeah.
Level 3 to 4, 4 more.
Yeah.
Level 4 to 5, 5 more. Great. We will always be the same level as each other.
Yep.
Okay, so, dear God. So these are the things of what are going to happen at each level. And do we want to do these in this order? We're going to do these in this order. So the first thing that we are going to do is read level 2 of our hero book. Okay? And the campaign. So I'll start with reading Vernach's level 2. I'm going to move these out of the way, realizing that we need to read that. And then while you read Vania's to yourself, and then you will, and then we'll swap. So tell me when you're ready, because you know I'll go fast.
Level 2, right?
Great. Okay. A secret meeting. The Patangan voice sang, summons you to meet the mysterious Doker. I don't remember any of this story. He takes you to the North Gate slums, filled with derelict workhouses and rundown shacks full of too many people. You enter the side door of a warehouse that leads to a staircase which takes you down into the city sewers. There you find an unassuming locked iron door. The boy unlocks it and leads you through a twisting corridor that is dark at first, but then lit by torches. The corridor leads to an underground cavern that has several wooden doors set into its walls. The boy knocks on one, and a voice from the other side tells you to enter. You step into a large, dark room with shadowy figures standing in the corners. In the center, by a green fire, an impressive Ignisaur woman is waiting for you. She is dressed in yellow and azure robes and has covered her horned head with yellow Porthian silk. The scent from the fire is sweet and somewhat nauseating. So you are the famous Drenosh who never chose a sex, she says with a low, slow voice. The one the Solar Legion has been asking about. And you are the famous Joker, you reply, thinking of nothing cleverer to say. My colleagues and I work in the shadows all over Agmonia, even in the Magian Empire. I heard how you and your crew helped out Tan Guangil. What can we do for you? You have come this far, so you decide you must trust her. You tell her your story and why you must have vengeance on Shodan. Revenge is an understandable motive, she says, and then after a pause, we usually do not offer it for free. She looks at you appraisingly and then seems to make up her mind. The green flames in front of her grow taller. I will send you a message when we are in a position to help you. For now, please choose a little gift from the shroud, so I can gain either a scroll of lethargy, a potion of stamina, or some snake root sap. Based on the fact that I always find myself in trouble with Drenosh, I am going to take a scroll of lethargy. That is what I have taken. I am done with my level 2 story. I'm gonna talk until she's done with her level 2 story.
So I'm done with my level 2 story.
Great.
Now I'm up to my options.
No, oh,
And so I'm choosing one of those options.
oh, okay. I didn't have those kinds of options. I just picked an item. So carry on with yourself. Um, so the things that we're gonna get to do when he's done, we're also going to get to. This requires for me to see if I have money. Oh, yeah. This was always going to be quite a messy video. This will be the messiest one we have after the first one. Sure. Sorry, I don't have any money. So that's not. Well, you don't have any money, so that's not an option. We didn't get stars as rewards from that last bus.
Yeah, we didn't have any stars from before that either. Okay. Right.
Oh,
Just making sure.
Oh, well.
Okay.
poor Vanita.
We're learning.
We're learning.
Oh no. Alright.
Bad things are happening to Vania, of the which you not have, which aha, I do.
And I gain a bless.
Good for you.
Where are the bless tokens?
They're over there. No, the cards.
They're cards?
The little cards, the blessed cards, right on top of the pile, face up.
Ah.
There you go. There's a reason I left everything in the box.
Good job, Ian.
But
And, yeah, that's really right. Okay, and then city activity. You've already selected your
we don't do
event?
city activities yet.
Correct.
So
Alright,
city
then-
activities come after we've gone to the town and all.
Then my level 2 is story.
Okay, so
complete.
so you're gonna do Jonai's level 2 story out loud while I do Matajan's level 2 story to myself.
Yes. Ready?
Go.
Go.
Faster than you either way.
Level 2, the collector. Raibo sold your crown to a merchant who lives near Codfell Fortress. You have managed to do some research before approaching her, so you know she has specialized in doing business with the Inglesar of the Miegan Empire. Miegan! You were too poor to go to school, but found out Miegan occupies many Yanox areas. She delivers. I don't know. There's all these like
That looks like Xenoc to me.
Xenoc, okay, and then
Ignosaur.
Ignosaur. Right.
Like dinosaur, but Ignosaur.
Okay.
Like a fire dinosaur.
What makes it a fire dinosaur?
Ignite.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of like hopeful you understand these references in here. Just saying. Produced to the round market and Ruindale's shopkeeper sometimes, even the odd Xenox artifact. Apparently, she was supposed to equip a ship for Nagia last month, but that has been delayed for some reason. Stalked her house day and night. That's creepy. She is a tall, Nigri woman, wearing her hair in horn-like buns and dressed in clothes made of fine Ignisar fabrics with moving patterns. That sounds pretty. One night you notice her sneaking off to the pit, an underworld den. You follow her in and find her buying rare hallucinogenic dream eggs and eating one of them right there. She's a drug addict. We should be friends. As she staggers home, you have a chance to make your move. Wait, make my move. She's like intoxicated. Hold on a second. What is
I don't think that's what's happening.
what is going on?
Sorry, I should pay attention to this. I have 3 pages of stuff.
All right, here are my options. It's either I attack her, question her forcefully, which she's intoxicated. So what kind of information could I get? Also, interrogation doesn't work. So, and that's just me. Option B, spy on her, continue to lurk and be a creeper that I already am. Or C, show yourself and tell her not to do drugs. What am I, the cops? What are these options? Okay. Okay, so if she goes on a bender and she's already like doing her stuff, if I tell her not to do drugs, like that's your lifestyle. That's not on me, man. That's like you do whatever you need to do. I don't want to do anything forcefully.
Dude, I did it again.
And we need to feed the dog.
I can't believe I did it again. It's not okay. Did the camera come back on in a minute?
That camera did not. It's a good stop to see what I was gonna do. It's still not on, but it's fine.
I'm dealing with it. You can keep talking.
Well, I'm debating on what I should do. No, I'm gonna continue to be a creeper. Maybe her actions will be revealed in what she's doing. Maybe I'll just continue to lurk in the background like a weirdo. I don't know. Let's find out. Aren't her though? That's the real question. 2. Spying on the addicts. You follow the merchant back home. A drunken man tries to make a pass at the barely conscious woman, but you push him away. Hey, look, I'm saving the person. Disappearing back into the shadows before the merchant sees you. I'm Batman, but like with weirder intentions. She walks past Cadfael Fortress and eventually manages to get home, where a servant opens the door for her. You sneak in through the back entrance. The house is full of strange items. A golden religious mask. Flagons, yep. Of green liquid, strange little trees, and elaborate tapestries. You have no idea what part of Agmonia they are from. She climbs the stairs into her office where she places the dream eggs in a locked cabinet and then retires to her bedroom. She is soon snoring, and you see your chance to steal her keys and open the cabinet. You do not want the dream eggs, just her bookkeeping. Sure enough, there is a note saying she bought the magical helmet from Riabo, and gave it to Bad Faith. You know, in my brain, when I do these like things, I always change it to like Jim and Bob, because it's easier that way. What is everything? Gave it to Bad Faith in exchange for drugs. Just then, you hear the soft footsteps of a fat brick walking in the. First off, that's rude. It's just a brick with a little extra curves. It's fine. It's walking in the corridor outside the room. It might alert the servants of your presence. I need to make a lightning bolt check. I have a lightning bolt strength for 2. Yay! These symbols are +2. If I succeed, I get a thing. If I fail, I get a thing. 2, 3. I have failed. That is sad. There's no like redos, no. Okay. 16. Maybe I will make friends with this new drug addict and have a supply chain. The brick notices you. You try to stay still when the brick enters the room. You must be nervous because you start to glow. Wait, what? I glow? That's cool. When the pet notices it starts to yowl loudly, alerting the guards who run into the office. You leave the cabinet and the keys, running to the window. You have one job. I couldn't even do my one job. The guards shoot at you as you jump down to the street below. When they look out of the window, you are already gone. Now you know who to spy on next. Bad Bathia. Lose 2. Oh, are we doing?
Yeah, you
Okay.
should just remember what you've lost.
Janat. Lose 2. So I'm gonna just put 2 out here. 2. And suffer a damage.
So sad.
That is sad.
So I just want to share this because it was funny. One of my sentences was, "He calls you a totem-breaking child eater whose liver is full of deceit."
You mince liquor. Wait, you
Child eating, totem breaker.
totem breaker.
Well, they wanted. Vatican story was entertaining to me, so I got to relate to it. I've done a very bad job of being set up. Today I had some drama with it. All right, here we go.
Oh, life is always great.
We've read that. Now we're going to read level 2 of the campaign book.
Cool. Good idea.
Let's
Unless you want names to be changed to gyms
we're gonna.
and dogs.
I obviously was ill prepared today.
You expected a lot.
What?
You expected a lot
Myself?
of me.
Moon Silver Month. The air is heavy with pollen and spores as Moon Silver Month begins in the city of Greenvale. Having spent some time in Moondale talking to the citizens in Victory Park and becoming settled, you find out more about the ruling House Gramask. They are weak in Moondale because their strongest members, Star Ursula Gramask and Elector Cosmo Gramask, are away in the capital, Starhaven, protecting the family's interests. Meanwhile, crime is rampant, and much of the city's governance is controlled by the Agmonia-wide mercantile guild, the Amethyst Order, who have offices everywhere from Sinkertown to Crusoe. The Amethyst Order have their headquarters in Cadfell Fortress on the Secular Bank. Their only true rival are the warlocks of the Council of Eight, a once great cabal of learning and magic, but now only a shadow of its former self. Their libraries and laboratories are located in the Tower of the White Circle on the Exalted Bank. The white-haired Tigri, Esselit the Unerring, is a warlock of the First Circle and rules the Council of Eight in Moondale. She is the mortal enemy of Hemet One Flame, the Ignisaur director of the Amethyst Order. The Exalted Bank also houses several temples and churches. Among the more surprising venues, there are the Pit, which is a villainous hive which caters to all possible vices, and Riabo's Reliquary. Riabo is the only Xenoc in Moondale and purveyor of magical potions and artifacts. The third part of, is that the person you were
Yep.
with? The third part of Moondale is the Northgate District, a derelict ruin which has become crime-addled shantytown. Most of its inhabitants are beggars, criminals, addicts, and orphans. House Penarch has been sending raiding parties to villages and farms in the surrounding area, and some fear they may even close in on Moondale. And so begins Moonsilver. If you have the Agora Anvil Discount 1 on your party journal, cross it out.
Agora, Anvil, discount +1. Yes, we do.
I guess we forgot we had that discount when we were shopping last time, huh?
That's sad.
Well, if you have Legionary saved in your party journal, write Legionary as an ally in your party.
So remove legendary?
Yeah, you replace. No, it just says write Legionary as an ally. It doesn't say to cross it out. It just says write Legionary as an ally. There's going to be more locations this time for us to delve.
Mm. We always need more allies. In
We are also going to be able to learn professions. We are also going to be able to hire henchmen. But we'll get to all that in a second. First, we are going to take our character boards out of our character boxes.
Did that because I needed to get into them.
Right. And we are going to replace our vitality disc with our level 2 vitality disc. So it's on the table in front of you.
Nothing changed for Janai.
That's not good.
Just kidding. Something changed for Janai.
I'm like, that can't possibly be true.
You set it up different than how I set it.
Well, that's
nice.
So Not a Jam now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I need a 9th from that thing over there. And then Janosh now will have 10, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more for Janosh. And then we're gonna take our level 1 ones and dispose of them to a side somewhere.
I'm assuming we just keep it in the box.
No,
But
you only keep your new one in the box. This one will go somewhere else.
But you could fit this on.
I don't care.
That's rude.
There's a whole, you see that over there that I'm not reaching for? There's a whole other container for the ones not in use.
You store your components how you want.
This is how the game tells us to store our components.
I hate it.
Did you do your vitality discovery?
Yes.
Great.
Here you go. So take that away from me as well.
Great. Now, each of your characters is going to make the permanent choice of one of 2 classes to become. And you're going to take the respective class card for the class that you're going to become. Now on the back,
Yeah.
okay, on the back of on the back of the class cards, there's going to be 5 skills. And we are going to also take one of these stickers and choose one of the 5 class skills for the class that we choose. Okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to do something else after that. So this is the next thing.
Okay. So are you selecting your
Yeah.
thing now?
Yeah.
So for Janai, I have Aox Hunter or Blade Master. And then for Vania, she has Witch or Assassin. Oh, okay. Well, I think I don't know. Pick for that one. Obviously, Vania's a witch, so gonna post witch. Didn't have to read that.
I really want Matachan to be a shaman, but I'm leaning ranger.
You have a ranger, and I didn't play the ranger.
I told you weren't allowed to because I wanted to be Matachan. But I also told you he was probably going to be a shaman.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm thinking ranger is because he ignores that obstructed aim penalty with shooting, which I've been doing accidentally anyway.
Yep.
And this way I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Stop cheating, Greg.
So I guess I have to be a ranger.
Yeah.
Oh, fudge.
No, you can do the other thing.
No, I'll be the.
I gave you a reprieve in case
I
you
know.
wanted to.
I give myself that sniper ability since I've been using it anyway.
Janai is either a Blade Master or you have.
So yes. Whoever buys this, if they don't want to be a sniper, they're just gonna have to come up with their own solution. Look, it's doing it. Oh no, it didn't.
It was you.
Now I have to pick Ignosaur's thing.
So Janai essentially is. You're selecting whether you want to be a ranged or hand to hand. It sounds like because the first says to survive in.
Oh, I didn't even read that side.
To learn to be fast and clever and strike at criminals from afar before they even knew what hit them, as opposed to the Blade Master is growing up in a crime-infested slums, had to be in constant battle while she had to train in hand-to-hand combat. So I kind of like Jonai as being like a sword master. So Blade Master I feel like that's the thing. I feel like Vania is more gonna be striking from the shadows kind of person, and Janai is a noble person and will face you head on. So she's selecting Blade Master. And Vania is selecting Witch. So now we turn them over, as Greg said, and we put little dots on things. And that determines who we are. What happens with our extra votes?
Hmm? Just put it off to the side somewhere where you won't touch it and put it away later.
That's the
So I'm also torn for Dranosh 8 songs, obviously, but I think Dranosh 8 songs is going to be a pyro blade. And I'm going to give myself the ability, since he seems to be a punching bag for everyone, right? So I'm giving myself the ability, whenever he's damaged by a melee weapon, he does 1 damage in return with Fire Shield.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How many? You said we got
You pick one.
one.
There's still more stuff to come, so.
Blade of Wrath. Wrath is a +2, and it also does a +1.
Can you see? Well, actually, you know what's going to be better
We're
for
supposed to
you?
get a third one of these,
We're going to get more of it,
or fourth
we're
one?
going to get more of those. But we get that after we choose those.
Oh, okay.
So your things are, it gives you a description here of what it means if you're not sure what it is.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Thank you. I don't have a Blades of Wrath. I'm assuming it's a new
It's
top.
probably going to be one of the ones that we level up into from this.
So can I see it before I make my decision?
Here. stamina to use it. Jeez. That's a select the two of them. Yeah, and that's. I even showed you what I was doing with both. Block it, but that's it. Yeah, oh, we lost the initial page.
That's the page you gave to me.
No, I lost the initial, like how we level up.
I am definitely not gonna go run away and go do some Googling / user research.
So wait, did you pick your thing?
No, not yet. I'm spending some time debating what I want.
Okay, so I'm going to keep our reviewers company for a while, since I made my decisions already. I did want to film all of this, and the reason that I wanted to film all of this is because honestly, I find this a little unwieldy, because this game starts off so simple and the tutorials are so clear, and then all of a sudden it's like, here, figure this out, find this, do this, and there's all these different components in the box, and I find it to be a little overwhelming for what I thought the game was when I was first getting into it. But yeah, I mean that's what we're at. So I'm gonna start prepping these next things, which is whatever else we get, and I'll read off what my abilities will be while she is in the bathroom. I don't remember what she has chosen. So we're just gonna put that there and put that there. So Dranosh, no matter what class Dranosh chose, Dranosh would have unlocked Flaming Fury, which has a lot of symbols on it that I don't really understand. So we're gonna see what it says in this book here. So Dranosh is spend 4 stamina. Oh, okay. So he spends 4. They spend 4 stamina. They make 1 attack with 2 red dice, and then a second attack with 1 red dice. That's pretty fun. And then the one that I've learned because I chose the Pyroblade thing is. Did I even understand that correctly? Who knows? Yeah. The post is page. So many keywords. And Dranosh's Flaming Fury is also an expense. Oh no, that's the one I just read. Dranosh's Fire Blast. I spend 2 stamina, and I can make a range 4 magic attack with 3 dice. And my Gift of Fire can also be used for magic attacks. So that's pretty fun. And I don't know. Oh, I had this Fiery Strike card that I literally never took with me anywhere. Now I probably never will. So why is it? That's confusing to me. So why do I have to pay 4 to do a 2 attack and a 1 attack, which is 3, but I only have to pay 2 to do a 3 attack? I'm not sure I understand all that. Maybe it'll make more sense to me later on in my life, but who knows? Okay, so then we have Mattajam. So Mattajam's basic level 2 ability, which Mattajam would always get, is a rage. Now, just for like exposure's sake. So, like I find like you have these things with all of these icons on them, all of these icons on them, all of these icons on them, and then you end up. Shoot, And then you end up like needing to look up in the book what it does anyway. It's the same with all of these weapons too. Like I don't know. I find it clunky. But okay, so Mattajam, Raging Nalum, you spend 2 stamina. Your Nalum, which is my little pet dude, makes a melee attack with 2 red dice and slows an enemy. That's fine. And then my Ranger ability is Twin Shot, which is another one of those things where I do 2 attacks. So that's a 3 stamina to do a 2 red die attack plus a 1 red die attack, when I could have just done 1 stamina for a 3 die attack. And again, I just don't understand. I don't understand why I would want to make 2 rolls instead of 1 roll. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But there it is. Okay. So those are the skills that I have leveled up into, and because I am still waiting, we are going to reveal the next thing that will happen, which is we're each going to get a sideboard where we can put new abilities in. So in addition to, so now, because we've unlocked level 2, we're going to be able to take from our 5 abilities. We'll be able to take from our 5 abilities that we have for a character. We will now be able to take up to 1, 2, 3 of them into combat with us instead of 2. So that's, and I'm just going to set hers up while she's in the bathroom to save us some time. So we're going to put this here. We're going to put this here. Well, we're not going to put that there yet. Okay, so we have, you still have to pick your abilities, and then we have 2 more things to do before we actually even get to the city.
Well, cool. So I've been thinking, as witch, I'm gonna like lean into like witchy powers, but it doesn't ask for things like warp fate and blood bond and like dark pact. So
Well, do you want to read what those are? Is that what you're asking?
yeah,
Okay. So Touch of Aox is when you recover, you can heal 3. The Warp Fate is you can suffer 1 damage to reroll a magic attack. You can do that more than once.
okay.
The Blood Bond is if you have 4 or more stamina chips that are wound size side up, every magic attack gets 1 extra success. Dark Pact is for each that symbol you roll, you may suffer damage instead of spending 2 stamina. So you can suffer 1 damage instead of spending 2 stamina to get the 2 successes. And Forbidden Magic is each enemy that takes damage from your Void Bolt ability also gains bleeding. Void Bolt will be your unlocked ability if you become able.
Have both.
Okay, you have Void Bolt. So I put the other things that you'll have.
Clean start turn. If they just take a damage.
Yeah.
And to discard it, so an enemy
Discards it if they don't.
challenge it. I mean, that's very nice, but they'll probably move. I kind of like Dark Pact. I think I'm gonna move forward with Dark Pact.
So you're going to be a witch.
Yes,
Okay, so you leave the other card.
I did. I already handed it over here.
Oh,
Put them off.
oh, okay. I thought you were looking at her. Okay,
No,
so
no, no.
you're gonna take a little sticker, and put it on the one that you took.
Hi. I'm just making her. You want me? Okay.
Yeah, put the sticker on.
All right.
Thank you.
With Janai,
If I ever sell the game, they'll live.
they're not perfectly placed. Some people
Well-
are particular, and I don't want you to get mad. All right.
I don't.
Precision Blade is only for 1 attack. It'll make it really, really OP, but it's only 1, and it does take up 3 stamina to do that. I think I don't understand the lock stamina to use armor and shields.
So we haven't got over that rule yet because
Gotcha.
we haven't gotten to this story yet, but I'm gonna find something and show you. Okay. So do you see this splint mail? I'm gonna show the splint. In order to equip Splint Mail, you have to put one of your stamina discs on it and leave it there.
So we haven't had any locked items, I've
Right.
seen.
So let's you use heavier armor with it. Or weapons.
Nice. The energy infusion is nice, because I can change one stamina to one damage.
Well, remember,
one
you're gonna
damage
gain one of
damage.
these now, you're gonna gain another one when we level up again, you're gonna gain another one when you level up again.
Yeah, but it's kind of like you just got out of like high school or college, and you're like, "What are you gonna do with your life?" Well, I don't know. I'm gonna run away. That's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, that's what you,
I just did. That's literally what I did. Yes, it is. So energy infusion, armor, shield proficiency. I'm not going to be purchasing any armor now. In the future, I may, but the energy infusion might be very nice. The dual wielder.
energy infusion seems like something you would enjoy based on what I've seen you do so far.
True. I'm gonna do. Thank you for giving me that little bit of. Perfect. All right. Energy infusion and dark pants.
Great. So now you've done that, yes? Okay, so put those somewhere where you see them.
Okay.
Then we get two new abilities. We get one that says unlocks at level 2 on the back, which you get no matter what. And then you get one that says unlocks at level 2 with your new class on it, which you get. So I put your 3 characters things above your boards while you're in the bathroom.
Appreciate
So you
that.
could be getting only 2 of those based on which class you pick. Double appreciate that. And then the other one goes into this. The one you don't pick. The one that's for the class you are. This does not fit. Right. It's not for two. Thank you. Okay. Put that away.
So these are staying with us all the time. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Next, we now get an extra action sideboard. So this is Jonai's,
Ooh.
and this is Vanilla's. So now you have the 2 slots on your main board,
Yes.
and you have 1 slot on the sideboard that says unlocks at level 2.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. I wish this was done better, but I understand.
What?
I wish it would have like either.
There's a lot of things I wish. I talked about them while you were in the bathroom.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And then. I feel like there's one more thing. You may learn a confession, but we have to do that in the time. So, we have these things. Now we can go to all of these locations, read all of this text for A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, and K. Got it. So where do you want? Do you want to just go A through K in order?
That
Okay.
makes sense.
So let's go the Ravenous Weaverin first. Do we have Legionary as an ally in our party?
Yes, we do. We just got it.
All right. So we're going to the screen. We're going to 250 in the storybook. Legionary seems to be doing quite well at the stables, getting fat even. He yowls happily when he sees you and looks like he would be ready for one more adventure. You may don't do it yet, don't do it yet. You may cross out Legionary as an ally from your party journal to gain ally card 7 for the next scenario. You may not do this if you are playing scenario 8.
Okay.
You're going to remember all that? Want me to give you that card so you know what it is?
You want me to make notes of it?
Well, I'm asking you. Actually, I don't know where I put the toggle ally card, so we're just gonna leave it. Do we have Birdie stored in our party journal?
Yeah. No. Birdie saved.
Not stored,
Correct.
just saved.
Correct.
Interesting. Okay. That's because we were supposed to do this first. Because they put the thing you're supposed to do first at the bottom, because that makes sense, right? Doesn't it?
Yep.
Cool. So this is the first time we are visiting this location at level 2. We are going to turn to 619. The sign of the squid. A Corallian hag occasionally comes to the Gwyvern selling pieces of dried squid, a local delicacy that you have discovered to be an acquired taste. You are yet to acquire it. Surprisingly, today she approaches you offering a free sample. You try to refuse, but she insists. When she is close enough to whisper, she hisses. Callian needs a word with you. Find him at Lanimora's tier. I don't know where that is. She draws in the air through her gills, making a flapping sound, and then leaves the inn. Eager to hear what business the rebels of the Sable Crown have for you, you go looking for Lanimora's tier. You visit tavern after tavern, but none of them are called. You are already rather tipsy by the time you are walking home by the riverbed, when you notice a crying woman painted on one of the ships. That must be Callian's secret hideout. You approach the ship and whistle until a Tigri youth appears on the deck. You explain your business and he pushes a plank to the pier. Once you have boarded the ship, Sable Crown guards pat you down for weapons. You leave most of your weapons with them, only keeping a few well-hidden daggers and magic items, and you descend below deck. Callian meets you in his cabin, made cozy with candles, maps, pagan statues, and a barrel of tentacle, a tasty drink combining tigre fruit with Corellian liquor. Heaven protect, friends, he says. Sit, can I offer you some tentacle? You know you should refuse, but you don't want to be impolite, so you agree to drink just a little. The bubbling, bitter, sweet drink feels smooth and pleasant in your mouths. On this day, the stars shine upon us, says Callian. While you guarded our warehouse, that's not the voice I used for him before, whatever. While you guarded our warehouse, you were ambushed by Razor Vesper gangsters. They work for the Shroud, a nefarious order of assassins who have neither morals nor faith. They care only for money and power, even poisoning their enemies and their allies alike. You ask how this is a good thing. Hi, that's the thing. I have a Boreot spy inside the Shroud, and I've found out they will receive a new shipment of smuggled goods from the Chorus Hoist when the moons are full. The Chorus Hoist is an independent city-state far to the south, run by the Tigris and Corallans. If we are ready at Angler's Pier and strike fast, we can rescue plenty of valuables before the Shroud realizes what's happening. That way we can give a voice to the silent and food to the hungry. There's 5 stars for each crate of their goods you can steal if you meet us at the Makora's Hoist dock at Angler's Pier when the moons are full. And bring all the tools you can lay your hands on. Bring all the tools you can lay your hands on. You thank him for the drinks and promise to think about it. You return to the Gwyvern and order one more round of wine in order to really focus your thinking. We have gotten, is this the right pile? Oh. Here it is. We have unlocked scenario 11, the sign of the squid. Cool. Great. Other things we can do at the Ravenous Gwyvern. We can pay 2 stars to rent a room so that we don't get disturbed sleep and lose 2 stamina at the start of the next scenario. There is a service of gambling where some of the locals invite you to play King of Thieves for money. We can learn how to play King of Thieves by going to a page in the storybook, which I really would rather not do today because we're already doing so much city stuff. I feel like we could do that next. Okay. Service, hire henchmen. Soldiers of fortune and travelers down on their luck tend to gather at the Ravenous Weaver. Many of them are willing to take on any paying job, but their skills are more useful on the battlefield than a field of hay. Most get drunk in the corner of the common room, marked by a huge, I don't even know what that word says, head hanging on the wall. The first time you visit this at level 2, reveal the top 2 cards of the henchman deck and add them to the stock. Write each of their names in the party journal and read the storybook entries shown on each of their cards. So the first one, did I shuffle those?
I didn't.
Do you want to shuffle those and redraw, or do you want to just take those 2 that we did?
I whatever you want.
I don't care, you tell me. We'll just leave them. Okay, so first I have to read 301.
You got the Fool. Seal. So you may see the first henchman.
Well known in mercenary circles in the Benham area, Joey is rather seen without his long serrated spear. An older Corallian with tendrilled sideburns and a discerning gaze, Zui is a man of action, rarely smiling at anything. He never seems to smile, is a phrase coined by many who know of the Spearmaster, and he is known to speak out loud to the Corellian god Bakura from time. Between jobs, he makes sacrifices to Bakura, exhibiting a cool, quiet reverence to the deity. And those are supposed to be added to the stock, which I don't know what that means.
Same.
But I think that means maybe that means the blue thing that I left over there or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point.
527.
Oh, 527.
You'll meet Soul.
Soul Skyford, a scion of the now disgraced House Skyford, Star Soul roams Benham, swinging his sword for the highest bidder. For a long time, Star Soul worked for the House Matter, guarding shipments of moon silver. Hell-bent on raising his family back to power, Star Soul is a courageous fighter, though some say he is often brave to the point of recklessness. So, with these folks, we can pay 10 stars to gain a henchman card until the end of the next scenario. You may only hire one henchman during each city step. If the henchman is not exhausted during the if the henchman gets exhausted during a scenario, we'll go to something. If not, we'll go to a different thing. But for now, put them in the stock wherever our stock is going to be. You can determine. Profession, streetwise. You can spend at night after we do the city phase. You can spend 5 stars to learn the streetwise profession here, and we'll get more into those once we get to the night phase and we can actually learn. Because there's enough shit going. B. There's enough shit going on. Angler's Pier. There's stuff we could buy there. The same stuff as chapter 1. We can work on the docks or fish in the river, same as chapter 1. Moving on. The Round Market. The first time you visit the Round Market, read 343. So many words. While browsing the wares at the stalls of the Round Market, you overhear a loud conversation. Nay, it is not for us, says an Itgari mercenary to a Penarch knight. The mercenary is sitting by a drinks booth, sharing a bottle with a huge Ignasaur and a carved Agmonia. Perhaps I didn't explain it properly, the knight replies impatiently, standing next to the mercenaries. Lord Wallian Penarch himself would like for you to take care of the pest problem on his western estate. I understood, and I say nay, may the stars shine upon you, the mercenary says with a tone of finality. The knight, exasperated, turns to you. I will lose my head and tail if I do not find someone for this job. Who can I ask? Having no other option, he explains the job to you. House Penarch owns the forest just west of here. The B'nai Theid has made its nest in a gravesite which was once revered by the pagans. Now, Lord Wallian needs someone to defeat the monster. Please, come and talk to him at the Penarch Mansion and you can negotiate the price. We have unlocked Scenario 9, the Grove of Death. Yay! What else is happening? We have, this is where we can buy herbs, and I put the 4 herbs here with their face upside next to them so you can see what they do. You can spend 5 stars here to buy a silk token, and I don't really care to read that extra text.
I mean, I guess.
There's just too much text. Too much text. At the Agora Anvil, we have some new items as well. We have a 2-handed great sword, great axe rather. We have a spear. We have a longbow. We have a buckler. The buckler means if you don't take damage from something in your space or adjacent to you, you deal 1 damage. We have the metal shield, which is new. We have the splint mail, which is new. And you'll notice there's a new symbol on splint mail, and that tells you that you need to lock a stamina, and we talked about that. They also have keen eye arrows and flame arrows. So Matajam will be wanting to use his hard-earned money there eventually. On to the Temple of the Fifth Eye. The first time you visit this location, turn to 553. Like, I just don't understand why they didn't just be like, unlock the following quests, and then you can read the story if you want to try the quest. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's...
This is better, though.
Think?
Okay.
You are 553, I guess. You are asked to see the High Priestess of the Fifth Eye in Rundale. You walk through the artifact exhibits in the halls of chanting, past the engraver's workshop, and into the study of Silma, a middle-aged Quothian in a very tall hat, adorned with the 5 eyes. There, there you are. May the ancients protect you, she croaks, the traditional greeting of the cult of the fifth eye. May I offer you something? Wine and cakes, as is the custom here in Benham. She turns to a young Mitsguri priest. Bring us some wine and cakes, and eggs and mushroom milk for me. While waiting for the refreshment, she asks you to tell her a little about yourselves. Then, Silva says, you probably think of the cult of the fifth eye as a shop for scrolls. We do inscribe and sell them, it is true, but the purpose of the cult is to uncover the mysteries of the ancients. Remnants of their legacy are scattered all over Agmonia. The Skyrender, the Blue Fire Monorail, the magicians of all sorts. But who were the ancient ones? Well, that is what we would like to find out. The drinks arrive. She takes a sip of the white liquid she calls mushroom milk. Aha! That hits the spot. Now, I believe it is time to abandon the superstitions of our peoples and find out the truth of Agmonia. We Quothians used to believe the world existed inside of an egg. Nitgiri and Patagans worship nature spirits. The Ignisaurs revered the sun. They still do. But these are all but the surface, and our job as archaeologists is to find out the truth. She pulls out a beautifully inscribed map of Benham's. You like this voice, I can tell.
It is hilarious. It's great.
Inscribed map of Benham's eastern shores and spreads it on her desk. Here, beyond the reflection range, is a sea called Valigo Bay, and in it stands Barricade Isle. Someone or something is causing horrible tremors on the island, and it is difficult to approach with a ship. I believe the cause of the earthquakes might be some device of the ancients in this temple of Lanamora there. I would like you to explore the temple and, if possible, to turn off that magicanism. The actual excavations can then be carried out by priests of the fifth eye. Here, she pulls out another scroll, is a scroll that we purchased from the Amethyst Archives. It is a superstitious pagan song about the island, but there may be a hint of truth to it nevertheless. After all, the first pagans lived during the time of the ancients. What did you say? The reward will be worth your while. We have unlocked scenario 7, the tremors of Barricade Isle.
Where's my free scroll?
Here we can buy scrolls. We can buy scroll of minor heal, scroll of telekinesis, scroll of lethargy, scroll of stamina. As we were able to do previously, we can also rest here at night. We can discard injuries here by using a night action. There's now a new thing called a Disciple's Boon. For 10 star, you can gain 1 additional stamina chip for your hero to use for the next scenario.
What do you mean by rest here? Because I thought the
Rest is in heal.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You can also learn the inscription profession here, which I'm not going to read because we still have all of this to do. Rabio's Reliquary. I don't want to read the introduction to it. I'm running out of steam. I'm just going to save it for story stuff. Is that cool, or do you want to read the introduction?
I guess I could read that. I could participate.
Sorry.
From the outside, this looks like one of the strangest buildings in Ruindale, looking like a collection of elaborate bottles. Inside it is definitely the strangest. All common sense is gone the moment one enters Riabo's Reliquary. Yep. With bookshelves and staircases crisscrossing each other, and even simple concepts like up and down, losing all meaning. It is chaotic. That was magical, labyrinthian, oxymoron of a shop, but nonetheless, this is where you go if you want to buy potions or magical artifacts. Leaving at Rialbo's is like walking up from a weird dream.
I like that you had more trouble saying up and down in Labyrinth.
Yeah, and it's waking up, not walking up.
Oh, great. We have some potions for sale though. And you can learn the alchemy profession there. What a surprise. The Cadfael Fortress.
Which we're not gonna read. Okay, hold on. If I'm doing this, then I'm blind. All right, need this.
You're gonna knock it.
All right, Cadfael Fortress. The Amethyst Order is a bank, a guild, a secret society, a corporation, and a state within a state. Their Ruindale operations are centered in Cadfael Fortress, bought from House Gramus 60 years ago. Seeing airships arrive in Ruindale is a rare occurrence, but when it happens, they invariably land on the roof of Cadfael Fortress. The fortress houses soldiers, collectors, sorcerers, archivists, traders, and a multitude of other professions. All trade in gems and jewelry, gold, moon silver, and agora crystals. Hey, I know what that is.
Yeah.
Is conducted throughout the Amethyst Order by decree of House Gramus. Benamite coins no longer carry the face of Magi, but the emblem of the Amethyst Order. Capital Fortress's lobby was filled with Amethyst Order clerks, messenger butterflies, and people with important business. It also includes some shops and workshops open for customers. One of these is a smelter where mineral ore yeah, can be turned into metal bars. Another is a gemstone dealer, buying and selling rough gems and crystals. There are several gem cutters since the organization was originally a gem cutters guild. Here, you could do services like refining and smelting, which, if you were paying attention, Greg mentioned this stuff could mean stuff in the future, which is why I have some of the
I did.
stuff
I
that
did
means
mention
nothing.
that.
So you could service mineral markets where you could pay some coinage to take some lanium ore or moon silver, and then you can do a service to Fortress the Vaults, which you would pay one to stash an item. It remains stashed until you retrieve it. Another service you could do is Rune Smith, where you could pay 4 and get some runes of beast and moons. And of course, as a profession, you'd be runesmithing. There is a scenario, which is the Pillar of the Thicket.
Oh, I gotta read that. What is it? 809?
809. Right. The first time you visit, you run over there.
Oh, lovely. How many paragraphs is this gonna be? Oh,
I don't know, but there's like a little. There's been little snippet text that you haven't been.
I've been ignoring that, yeah. You presume that the wisest of warlocks must mean the leader of the Amethyst Order. You enter the luxurious halls of Cadfell Fortress, where Amethyst Order merchants, clerks, and guards work, all dressed in their distinct purple and gray robes. I had a problem too.
Welcome to me.
Yeah, large messenger butterflies fly hither and thither. While the Order is now the premium mercantile power in Agmonia, it was once just a gem cutters guild. You ask to see their leader, and after some hesitation, are taken to meet Roomdale manager Octavia Shamil, a Dryness Gary room. This is the one who called Madajam names.
Rude.
I work for him.
Oh.
That his personal
What
story.
a great dynamic you have with your coworker.
He's working there. He's trying to spy and get information on stuff. But anyway, okay. She looks at you with disdain. What's with all the foreigners? She asks her assistant, which I guess is me. Are they lost? You explain your business and tell her you want to see the leader. You want to see Hemet One Flame? Are you serious? You tell her that you are, and that you have urgent business that only Hemet can help with. She refuses you entry, but just then something strange happens. A group of robed figures storms her office, magically paralyzing her and breaking through the door to the next room. You sense evil Aox energy all around them. You draw your weapons and follow the criminals, hoping to stop them. Before you reach them, you see they have come face to face with a burly Ignosaur with a massive blade. The horned man cleaves several of the attackers with one mighty blow. Rest try to escape, but you deftly apprehend them. Tie them up! After Amethyst Order guards have taken the intruders away to be questioned, the muscular Ignosaur turns towards you. Sunspire, it gladdens me you are here. Otherwise, I would have killed all these demon cultists and we would have had none left to question. The Jade Tendril does not usually dare bother us. Our regular enemies are more powerful. I am Hemet One Flame. What is your business? You surprise Hemet One Flame by asking him about the Orb of Power. Well, no offense, but such wisdom is not shared lightly. That artifact is dangerous in the wrong hands, or hands ill-equipped to handle it. Why don't you first show me that you have what it takes? He calls for cakes and wine. They all keep giving us cakes and wine, like we're gonna be so drunk. And draws a map of the region showing a place called the Blade Thickets in east of Rudale. There is a portal in the Blade Thicket which was sealed eons ago by a magical device in a pillar there. All of this lay forgotten for millennia. Some months ago, the device powered up by itself, and soon enough, someone opened the portal again. This led to a sudden expansion of the thorny Blade Thicket, and many demons started plaguing the area. We sent a group to seal the portal once more, but they never returned. Find out what happened to them. Find their deciphering scroll and seal the portal with it. Since you handled these demon worshippers with such ease, you should have no problem. You take the notes and thank Heaven One Flame for this opportunity as Octava Shamil returns. Sir, I heard there was an attack. Was it these foreigners? Mrs. Shamil, remember that I was once a foreigner here myself. Ha ha, says Heaven One Flame. Yes, sir, of course, I did not mean it like that, Shamil says apologetically and bows numerous times while exiting. You take your leave of Hemet One Flame and think about the task he gave you, which is the pillar of the blade thicket. I know you're showing them that art every time I hand it to you.
Xenophobia is what sounds like.
I know you've been showing the pictures in the quest, and I've shown them to you.
No, you'll find out what happened.
Great, cool. Sounds fantastic.
Yep.
What else is happening?
That was the
portraits.
blade thicket.
Wasn't there more stuff on that page?
Nope.
Or did you?
No, there was not.
Did you? Do you know how runes work? Oh, so maybe I should explain that to you.
I said you could purchase the room.
So here's
And I
how.
said you could be a professional.
So do you remember how my bow had an? Do you remember how my bow has a poison on it, so I can use poison things with it? Well, some pieces of armor, such as this splint mail, might have a rune symbol on the lower, and that means that you can attach something with that rune symbol to it as a rune, and then use that.
I want to explain this. I mean, you didn't pipe in once? You didn't say nothing about it? Okay.
Alright.
So now we're gone over to the Tower of the White Circle. Once the Council of Eight was a vast commercial organization that controlled all trade in Agmonia. With their powerful magic, the warlocks have long since lost that financial power, but still act as respected sages and advisors to rulers, teach magic to Venomite nobility, and enchant gems into magical essences. Much knowledge may be hidden in their moldy archives, and their halls may
Did you
be-
say melody?
Yes, I did. And their halls may be decorated with embroideries of forgotten glory, but these days only students and those with complex otherworldly problems enter the Tower of the White Circle. The gardens of the tower house some services with which the Council of Eight provides for the common folk. Warlocks of lesser ranks sell enchantments, transmute jewels into magical essence, and sell fabulous items. Strange. I'm gonna butcher this word. Thaumaturg? What the heck is that?
Thaumaturgic?
Thaumaturg.
Is that the word? Does that sound right? Thaumaturgic?
Yeah, experiences in the tower create occasional puffs of multicolored smoke or light. The mood is quite chaotic, but this is the best magical market in the city. Here, you could learn the services of transmutating. Really helpful. You could do a service of arcane workshop. You could learn to become a profession of enchanting. And then scenarios of the full map. The first time you visit here, you have to run over to 673. That's all you.
The Tower of the White Circle is one of Ruindale's landmarks. It is home to the Council of Eight, a millennia-old order of warlocks who once controlled all trade in Agmonia with their wisdom. Now their influence has been lost to the Amethyst Order, but according to the Stonehead, you know the secret to the. But according to the Stonehead, they know the secret to one of the orbs of powers. You approach the guarded gates, including the tower garden from the street. A funny-looking Atigre youth sits behind the metal bars of the gates, engrossed in some magical puzzle. As he does not notice you, you say, "Heaven protect!" The young man is startled by your presence and stands up, trying to collect himself. Who dares enter the Tower of the White Circle, home to the wisest of warlocks in the library? Forgotten more. He's trying to be a guard, but he's going to be working. Oh, see what I was doing there?
I see.
You tell him that you do indeed seek the wisest of warlocks. Very well. I am a disciple of the circle. I will assist you. You are confident the boy cannot help you. You tell him, that's what it says. You tell him you should perhaps deliver your news to the amethyst order instead and pretend to leave. Wait! He yells at you. I will grant you access to the visitor's level. The insecure youth takes you across the well-attended garden to the beautiful, if derelict tower, twisting vines eating at its mortar. Inside, you can feel magical energies everywhere, even though the main hall is dark and dead. So, simple enchanted candles give little light to the large hall with its many exits and doorways. The boy reports you to a warlock of the outer circle and then returns to his post. The hairy Boreats warlock sits by a desk and is clearly there to guide visitors. You ask to see their leader, but she does not listen to you. She raises her hands, palms forward, as if to warm by a fire, and closes her eyes. She holds this pose for quite a while, which makes you a little uncomfortable. Sometimes you feel like you should start talking, and eventually she opens her eyes and speaks. Verily, Ayun magic is a rare thing to sense in people other than Aburians. But you are infused with it. What strange fate has befallen you? You tell her it is a long story, but it has led you here. Like, that's literally what it says. You wish to see Esselit the Unerring. Yes, I think she would like to examine you herself. The Boreat warlock takes you up several flights of stairs, and you catch glimpses of laboratories, menageries, libraries, and magicianisms, each one stranger than the last. Eventually, you reach the top of the tower and the office of Esselit the Unerring, warlock of the Inner Circle. Your guide knocks on the door, but there's no reply. She opens the door quietly. Through the door, you witness a magnificent display of stars, planets, and moons. They float in the room, revolving around each other in complex patterns, and in the middle, a white-haired Gary woman, her hands in the air, magically upholding the orrery in intense concentration. You recognize two of the moons and realize the planet they orbit must be Agmonia. Esselit the Unerring seems to fulfill the mysterious purposes of her celestial undertaking. She breathes out, all the heavenly bodies fall to the ground, shattering like glass. Then the illusion vanishes and she opens her eyes. Yes, what is it? She says, turning towards her. You step into the room and inform her that a stone head told you to ask her about an orb of power. Oh, that's right. A stone head told us to ask you about the orb of power. I can tell you have been touched by a ring, but does not mean you should carelessly handle such artifacts. Nay, that secret is better kept within these halls. You try to convince Esselit she can trust you. Let me put your trustworthiness to a little test, he says. Moon lilies grow in the pauls of Nap March, but so do many plants much more perilous. Bring me the flower, and we will talk further. With that, Esselit turns away to consult her books. The Boreat warlock leads you back down the stairs. The warlock of the Inner Circle must like you, she says. Few receive such a friendly welcome from her. You're not sure if this is a joke or not, but you take your leave of the warlocks and ponder whether picking flowers really is a task fit for the likes. You've unlocked Scenario 10, the Pools of Nap March.
Sure glad that they create a character that has the riz of a real person.
What?
The riz of a real person.
Riz.
The charisma. Come on, man. Don't you know the riz?
No, I don't.
You got that Ohio riz. It's fun. The Pits, which is Jay. The sounds of partying can be heard a long way off. They come from the Pit, a tavern in the dried up riverbank. Originally a Patagon bar, it is now visited by lowlives of all peoples, including mercenaries, robbers, murderers, drug dealers, poisoners, pimps, revolutionaries, and renegades. The Pit is carved into the steep side of the riverbank, which is full of terraces, stairs, ladders, and makeshift balconies. Stepping in a burly Boreal bouncer pats you down for weapons or unwanted spying devices and then lets you inside. The multicolored smoke coming from a dozen illegal drugs fills your nostrils, and the loud music almost deafens you. This sounds like a great rave scene. This sounds fantastic. This should be real. Not for you, Greg. Not for you. It's fun.
Wow.
For you, Greg. It's
Wow.
fun. A little further in, Madame Yazuz, the Carillion who runs the bar, is giving orders to two scantily clad Patagon dancers. So here, you do a service of a black market, which sounds crazy. Are we going to try to explain that? So essentially, to use this service, one hero must spend a star to make a mind check to be streetwise. If you have snitch in your party journal, you must spend another one. So obviously you're dealing in
have
with dark arts.
I think you do.
Are we snitches? No, we're not.
Okay, hang on.
No, we're not. Essentially, it's like a back alley. You could get the profession of toxicology here,
Mhm.
and you'll have to read 609.
Oh, right. More stuff. That's He's Attention, gentlefolk, ruined aliens, tourists, patrons of the pit. Tonight we bring back one of our all-time favorites. They are our most beloved and perhaps most dangerous performer. They attack, entangle, they split into even more threats. Yes, they are the Slowian Menace. And whoever defeats them is in for a reward worthy of an elector. See the Menace tonight at the pit. The show starts at nightfall. Tickets available at the door. We have unlocked scenario 12, the Zeonian Menace.
And lastly, we made it, Greg. We made it. Victory Park. During the War of Liberations, Dastro Gramas conquered Ruindale from the pagan noble house that previously ruled over it. The magical war destroyed a whole area of Ruindale, and Victory Park was set up on the ruins. These days, the lush trees and braziers provide an atmospheric respite for the citizens of Ruindale in which to have discreet romantic entanglements or conduct secret business transactions. There are also frequent shows of dancing, toggrels, butterfly hunting, and tamed lizards. Tamed lizards? So here you could give a service to the pet market, which you could purchase for 3 coins and write Fat Moncoon in your party journal. You could get a brick or a luwawa if you pay correctly. You could treat, once you get those animals, you could train them, and then as a profession, you can become a pet trainer. And it does not say that there are anything else to read.
Yay! So now we get to do a city event. Where did I put it? You ready? Yeah. A familiar face. Oops. Oh, it's because I did the wrong. A familiar face. A familiar face. You mean to pass by the drunken Patangan beggar near the docks, but he insists he knows Matajam. Oh. Hey, boss! Matajam explains that the beggar was one of the sawyers in the forestry operation he ran. Listen, boss, I lost my job because of you. How about you spare me some stars for some void bloom? We can spend 6 stars to give the beggar some coins. We can listen to his story or tell him to pull himself together. I should answer this because it's my character.
It is your person. You got him fired, apparently. How dare you?
I'm going to listen to his story.
I totally thought you were gonna be like, get your shit together, man.
I feel guilty about my old life.
Oh, why?
Because I gave in to the man and I abandoned my heritage. The beggar's stories. The Pantangan, the Pantangan is in a poor condition. His clothes in tatters, his dorsal fins limp, and his eyes empty. He has a begging cup in all 4 of his hands. You ask him his tale, and he explains. Listen, boss, remember how you dropped everything when you had your vision? Well, the big totem-breaking bosses of the Amethyst Order shut down our whole operation, and most of us lost our jobs. It's depressing back home, honest. People just eat void bloom and drink honey wine all day, and after we'd eaten my kids, my wife left me.
Oh my gosh.
She didn't have the liver for it.
Well,
Ain't nothing like it used to be. Anyway, now I'm here relying on the kindness of strangers. I can either spend 3 coins to give him some coins, tell him to put himself together, or as long as hated by beggars is not in our party journal.
hated? What did you say? Hated?
Hated by beggars?
No.
I could try to help him kick his void bloom out, which I'm obviously going to do for reasons.
What'd you try? Oh, well, how could it be bad?
The long, hard. You spend a good long while talking with the beggar and offer him lunch. He starts to cry. Look, I know Void Moon isn't good for me, but the dreams are the only break I get from this rotten reality. You tell him uplifting stories of how you once had it rough too, but how things eventually took a turn for the better. Oh, fuck this. I haven't read this story. Yeah, but I just don't see that happening. You know, totem breaking mushrooms eat up all the forests, so I got no job. And I can't go back to living in the jungle like my parents because the mushrooms are eating all the forest, and there's just no hope for me. So I just sit here and eat boy blue till I rot. Oh no. I wonder if we could provide him with any direction. Well, this sucks. If we were already at if we were already at any of those red things on the reputation tracks, we could have gotten him a job.
Oh no.
But we can't because we don't have that ability yet. So we have to leave the beggar feeling badly about it.
Oh my gosh, we're cute. Wait, bad at
I don't have a choice.
Sure.
I don't have a choice. I tried. I tried.
Could have just given him money and he would have continued their like drug thing and he didn't. So you didn't do that. That's good.
Well, anyway, now it's night phase and we can do all of these things. So we get 2 night phase actions plus whatever we want to buy.
Okay, I'm gonna look to my journal.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I'll do Dranosh's journal entries first.
Okay. Hey, you did good job, okay?
Level 2. I can put on a fire show, try to avoid 5 poisons from Dokra, or take on a murder contract.
That's great.
So I'm actually not going to do these things because, like, what I really need is money. To buy stuff. So I have things I can sell too. So I'm not going to do my once only. I am going to put on the fire show, which I'll probably regret. I wonder if it's the same as it is on level 1. Buskers and charlatans perform in Victory Park, asking their audience for coins, but there are no fire jugglers like there are in Magian cities. One evening, you join the entertainers, creating fire out of nothing to the amazement of the Rundalians, and they are both frightened and amazed, and they are soon throwing you coins. And no, I don't get a different thing. It's the same thing. So that's sad. And I rolled a 2, so I get 2 coins. Can you pass me this? Can we put this, or let's put the star box on the, I don't know. Let's do something so that I don't have to bother. So I get 2 coins for that. And then I have one more city step thing, which, because of where we're at in life, absolutely has to be to discard this injury. And that is Dranosh's nighttime actions. And I'm going to keep doing Dranosh's other actions until such time as I hear that that you're ready. So I can sell this for, I think, 1. Yeah, sell that for 1. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3 is 7. That's not enough for a spear. So I am going to sell this so that I can buy a spear. No, I don't think I need a spear because I have my magic ability. I don't need a spear.
I gained some sort of ruby. Cool.
I have my axe. Ruby's supposed to have this. Have that. What do I need to buy? Do I need to buy anything? That's the question. Don't forget, you need to use one of your nighttime actions in order to get a profession if you want a profession. I can't afford profession. I know, I'm just telling you.
So I just gained this ruby, which lets me do symbol that gives me a +1. Just don't know what this symbol does. Inspiration gem. Where are the notes?
It says inspiration.
Correct. It's a.
Yeah, I don't know what these do, so we're gonna have to look that up.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to look that up. Okay. Rule book. because I don't know what that does.
Cool. So that was my first action, or my second action.
They use me such. So 25, 30. Oh, scrolls are cheap. No, they're not. The actual price is in the book.
Oh, no. Okay.
What?
I have to make a check.
Right. Wait, is this when you're still reading the first thing?
This is my second
Okay.
one. Can I have the roll dice? Thanks. I have to make a check of 7. Currently have 3, and I'm blessed if I use the bless. So we'll see if we can hit 7. Everything costs so much money. Each of these symbols was 2, so that's 2, 4, 5. 5. I need a 7. If I do bless, then I could roll another dice. I think I'm gonna try it because I'm only 2 away. So that's 5. 6, 7. We did it. Success. Gain a scroll from the Temple of the Fifth Eye. Magical scrolls service for free. So there are scrolls of other things. Scrolls of magical things. So we did use our bless, so we'll put that back. Pass the check. Adjust. No. This. Oops, sorry.
What?
You okay, bud?
You did your two
Temple
things?
of the, says I gain a scroll. Temple of the Fifth Eye's magical scrolls service for free.
Yeah.
So that's, can I start above?
So that's it. It's the 4 scrolls then. You just pick one of those.
Obviously, I want the one that costs 7 because I get it for free. The stamina. So I get a scroll for free.
So I'll take it.
I'm gonna go. This is it's the most expensive, so obviously it has the most value.
You know why?
Because it heals you for 5.
And
And I could give it to somebody
you
else.
know, within everything within 2 range.
Within every, oh, that's fine.
Oh, that's why I saw that.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone took that one for free. Those are my 2 actions for Vanilla.
Okay, so now you can do Joan Eyes while Joan Eyes is gonna be out to yourself.
Yes, it is. City activities for level 2. There's a once per city thing. I don't know if it's clear at the same time as you if you wish. Once per city. Just going to herb tokens. Do I have any herb tokens? And I can only do this once. It's called a merchant's hatred. Is not written in my hero journal. A merchant's it's I have so this Riabo's recollection, so I do not have it. And I do trigger this. So a merchant's hatred is not written in my hero book. So I'm gonna visit the Nigiri merchant to ask about my heritage on Monday 23rd. That's 24, the collector's wisdom. You visit the merchant Nitagiri again, and this time find her much more lucid. Heaven protect, she says, wearing a gown of Ignisar, there we go, she offers you Megian cactus wine, which tastes foul in your mouth, but you drink it anyway. You ask her if she has seen people like you before. Not exactly, she says. I don't suppose you visited Giz. You do not even know what it is. It's the continent where the Xenox live, partly conquered by the Megan Empire, but Xenox have managed to resist both the Ignisars and the demons. Giz is a beautiful place, full of rainforests and devices of the ancients. It was there I saw a statue of women like you, with 3 fingers and 3 toes. Some of them even wore a helmet like the one I bought from Rialbo. Maybe that's why I wanted it. But you're the first live one I've seen. Where do you come from? You tell her you are from Ambergate. Ah, yes, she says, masking her embarrassment with a laugh. No harm in asking. You finish the wine, and she tells you of her travels, but you learn nothing more about others of your kind. But there are others. Write collector's wisdom in your hero journal. So I just had a wine date where I learned more information, and there are statues of me. That's nice. This is just like a giant. Where's Waldo? Where's my headpiece?
So Matajam didn't do anything from his book. He just healed his injury, which you didn't do with either of your characters, did you?
No, I did the first one as the one time only, and then the second one I'm going to attempt to heal stuff. But Vania was not injured, so I didn't have to worry about that.
But I did learn a profession for
Oh,
Matajam.
nice.
Do you want to guess which profession I learned?
Matajam is probably going to. Toxicity, toxicology. Yeah, of course you are.
I am a toxicologist.
And I need to go.
And that cost me 5 things. I don't need to heal.
I need to heal.
You
me
need to
in place
heal,
I can
and you need to
heal.
get rid of your injury.
Yeah. Do you have to pay to get rid of my injuries?
So it's here. You can either use a night action or pay.
I have no money, so I have to use a night action, and that night action gets rid of my injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna focus on the injury because it gives me a last initiative, which is terrible. So we're gonna get rid of that. And that was my second action.
No, I'm giving you money.
Oh. Oh, so that I could heal?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, yes. So I'm gonna use the 2.
That
It's 2 and, oh, that's nice. So I get back 2, exhaustions and 1 heal. Thanks, Greg. I
welcome.
mean, mad
You're not sitting.
You're the best.
Because Matajam learned some poison stuff, wants to buy some poison stuff because. So Matajam's got 6 gold.
So that is both of my night actions. 2 from Vania's book, 1 from.
Oh no, it takes a mind to buy stuff from. That's why I need the toxicology. Obviously.
What toxicology do?
It'll let me get this stuff without
Making the check.
buying it because I can't afford it. I can't afford to get there.
Gotcha.
So I want poison, but I can't get poison. Do you want to know what lockpicking does?
Sure.
You think I'll be able to find out?
What's that mean?
Like, I find the rule book very hard to navigate. It just says lockpicking.
So it's probably alphabetic, no?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, there's no alphabet.
Did you want me to look for that while you figure out what your last action is?
I did all of this stuff.
Okay, then I'm gonna start putting stuff away
Just trying to
now.
figure out how. Well, are you not buying anything?
No, I don't have any money.
Ah,
If I had money, I wouldn't have taken your money to heal. I would have used my own money.
but we have to pick which quest we do.
Okay.
I'll do this. You can start thinking of quests.
I mean, I already know what quest I wanna do.
Which quest do you want? Did you notice something different about quest 12 versus the others?
No, but what I'm gonna do is look at our party sheet. To
Did
see,
you want to know what the inspiration gem you got does?
Yes, that's not, is it inspiration? It's
Okay.
inspiration.
So after you do a roll, you can spend an inspiration gem to either roll 2 more red or 2 more blue.
Wow,
Dice.
those are fantastic.
You have a maximum of 5.
Says who? The game?
The rule book.
Okay, that's fantastic, and that's something that I could farm like And do, because it's not once per whenever. This is nice. Okay, Vania, you're breaking rules, and I like it. Let me just double check that. That is,
These are
Yeah.
returned injuries.
once per city step. Oh, wow.
So Sayin Menace is an arena quest, okay, as opposed to a normal quest. Now you'll notice on your city step card, there's a different city process based on whether you do an arena scenario or a non-arena. Whenever you do an arena scenario, there is no nighttime thing.
Oh,
So it doesn't have a night.
okay.
I think that's the only, and there's no city event. And you can do the arena scenario multiple times. You
Yeah,
just
the
can't do it
boss
one after
controls
another.
Okay. Thing.
I don't think we should do it because I don't think we're in any shape.
I think we should do either 7 or 9,
I agree with you.
because they are not the starred ones. So they're the side quests, and it's either the Grove of Death, which is 9, or the Tremors of
Well, let's do
Barcade.
the green one because it should be shorter.
What?
There's an hourglass below the number. So,
Green is
so
what?
green is
I
the
agree with
first.
you, yes. Today
That's-
it's been a day.
It's already been a day.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do the Grove of Death.
So now we show them what it is.
We're doing the Grove of Death, and you're going to put those somewhere storagey,
Yep, with our stuff.
along with our henchmen
Yep, with our
that are in
stuff.
our stock. And the other town stuff is gonna have to, well, we'll pack it up after we read this stuff, but anyway. We have to talk to Lord Wallian and defeat the Beneathid nesting in the nearby forest for him. So first, we're gonna talk to Lord.
Nice.
You visit the Penarch Mansion in Rudale. The house is full of magical artifacts and heirlooms of all sorts. Lord Wallian and Lady Relteith receive you in his study. He is fat and bald, just like me, and dressed in Quothian silk. Well,
Rude.
well, she is tall and thin and wrinkled, and brazenly wears a necklace with a forbidden pagan symbol on it. Heaven protect, brave heroes, Lady Relteith says with a droll voice. You've come about the grove, aye? Aye, here's the thing. A Beneathid has made its nest there, and no one is foolish enough to go near it. Brave enough, I mean. But there you are. My husband will explain the details. I must now attend the services. She leaves you with Lord Wallian and takes a moment to snort some magical powder.
Oh my god.
Kill the Beneathid and bring me its gallbladder. If you do that, we'll pay each of you 5 stars. You'll get the Tengan scout to show you the way. Try not to get J Jack killed. Oh, and one more thing. There are whisper trees in the grove that are sacred to the pagans. I can abide them not. While you're there, cut down 5 of the trees. No more, no less. 5. And if you could do that, there will be a bonus for you. You ask if his wife would not object to that. I'll name that star when I see it. Just do what you're bid. Heaven forbid. Protect. Heaven protect.
So we're gonna be going against the Lorax.
I realize this is I forgot which one I did, and then when I was reading that story, I was like, oh, this is the one that I did do.
And now we're doing it again.
It's still
So now the city events is
world event, which we haven't normally done because we haven't gone out into the world. But now we find a refugee caravan. You come across a group of refugees from Ambergate. Among them, you find Jonai's girlfriend, Celestia.
I'm sorry, Jonai has a girlfriend? She's got.
Wait, hold up. So are you saying you never listen to the background stories?
No, I did not. That would mean that I paid attention, and you obviously.
I gave you literally 6 months to listen to the background stories for the
And
characters.
definitely will listen to the background story.
And I was like, well, I know she's gonna pick Janai because Janai's a lesbian.
Obviously.
Like that is like literally my train of thought, and she didn't even know.
It's the intuition that
I
keeps
can't.
doing it.
I have no words. I'm very upset.
I love this so much.
I am upset and disappointed in you. I don't even know your characters' stories or what they're trying to do.
As I go along, just like they are.
No, they are. I think you should at least listen to the 2 characters you're playing.
So are you saying there's like cool stuff that I should be?
Yeah, I raved about how the reason I bought this game was because the backstories for the characters were so damn cool.
I agreed with you without having to listen to that.
I can't. Okay. Here,
Wait.
it's your card.
Yeah,
you
it's
read
your
it.
girlfriend. Hold on.
It's your girlfriend who didn't know existed.
This is true. This is
I'm,
true.
I'm very disappointed.
We'll rectify that. It's fine. A refugee caravan. You come across a group of refugees from Ambergate. Among them, you find Jonai's girlfriend, Celestia. Just such a cool name.
Oh my god! I
The-
can't.
the-
I can't. I don't even know what to say.
The
I really-
Nitagiri maiden, oh, she's a maiden, is shivering.
I don't
and
even
her
know what to
eyes
say.
are red.
I don't
She embraces Jonai warmly. Wait, why was I a jerk and didn't like help her though? That's
I
question.
don't know what to tell you about anything that was.
Heaven protect my love, Celestia says. Oh, that's fantastic. I hate to ask you this, but do you or your friends have any blood powder or dream egg? Wait, she's a fucking addict? Wait a second.
You didn't
Hold on. Or anything. She's asking for drugs, okay? I don't know about this. Like, ooh.
Well, you didn't read anything.
Alright, so do I A, spend 5 coinage to buy the caravan some food and supplies, not drugs, smart choice. B, a hero with bones smoke in their journal discards an achievement gem and gives Celestia some bone smoke. That sounds like drugs, so let's not. I don't
I did not smoke bone smoke.
Cool.
But I can.
Or C, tell Celestia to quit drugs. Damn, this is a real, like, say no to drugs campaign. This is, I mean, I'm not here to define what your life should be, but I ain't got 5 coinage, so that's my only option here, right? So, sorry, friends. I'm gonna have to tell you to quit some drugs. 627. Go ahead. Man, I feel like a jerk. It's not my fault to try to save
It's your fault you
people.
didn't read the story.
It's my fault that I put her on this caravan. Apparently, I caused this. No, I can't say that, because then it's like, I'm shaming myself. Well, I can't do that.
well,
What is it? The other campaign said you're gonna tell her to stop doing drugs. What am I, like the drug authority? Alright, 626 says don't do drugs, kids. No, it just says don't do
it
drugs.
does say don't do drugs.
It really does.
The title of their section is "Don't do drugs" in like quotation marks.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's sad. Alright, here we go. You confront Celestia. I hate this. I hate confrontations. I hate this so much. Can we just
Read your story.
you confront Celestia and tell her drugs have clearly taken control of your life. Oh my god. It's very adult. I like this. Okay.
Just read it.
Do you remember not what happened to your mother and mine? Asked Jonai empathetically. Celestia starts crying. Look at what you've done, Celestia. No. Jonai, you made her cry. That's rude. It's too much, she says. Why do you think I smoke blood powder? To get my mind off of all of that. She is clearly heading towards the same fate as her mother, and Jonai is torn over her concern for Celestia and her important mission. I'll tell you what, Celestia says. If you give me 20 stars, I'll buy 1 more bag of blood powder, or whatever I could find. But after that, I'll never do drugs again. I'll use the rest to start a business. In Copperton, I'll become a shoemaker. Wait. The drug addict says, I'm gonna do drugs 1 more time and then start a career. It sounds terrible.
But that's exactly what.
The rebuttal is great. You know nothing about shoes. Says Jonah.
can't.
I love this so much.
I can't.
You grew up with the drug addict fisher folk of Ambergate, just like I did. Celestia grows angry. Who are you to judge me? No, it's true. Who am I to judge? I'm not going to feed your addiction, but I shouldn't judge your addiction. I should just move on with my life. All right, well, each hero has to make a mental check. If you throw,
Each hero?
says each hero, each of us are doing a drug check.
Why are we doing this?
Because each of us must do this.
I forgot to rent rooms, but I meant to.
Any who succeed and all fail. So we just need someone to
So
succeed.
don't
We need a
forget.
7 of brain power.
Don't forget that you need to lose 2 stamina from each person because you didn't find a place to sleep. That's you. That's the sleep. I rolled the wrong one. Oh, a chain. That's not.
That's worth 2.
Yeah, but that's not 3.
No, that's not 7. We need 7.
Right. Brains. Got it.
Brains, check, yep.
Wow.
4.
Whoops, not
Keep
7.
I mean, this is our brains on drugs, but it's not gonna happen. So that was Vania, and now Jonai is gonna make this attempt for her girlfriend. And obviously, okay, it'll change. So
That's
it's 1,
3. That's 4.
5, 6. Valiant effort, but we all failed, and so we move on to 749.
Is that really the test?
Yeah, each hero, 7 brain. Any that succeed and all fail.
That's
so
wild.
obviously- 749. 7.
Did you want to use your achievement gem?
Uh,
Your
no,
inspiration gem?
no.
I would have let you roll 2 more dice.
I hear you, but that's Vania's
I was just asking.
and not Jonai, and her girlfriend.
I was just asking.
Her girlfriend needs to. Needs to. This is gonna hurt. Well, I think we're breaking up. I think this is a breakup. Oh, I
Well,
hate this so
obviously.
much. All right, Celestia indignant. Stars shun you, Celestia curses at Janai, and all of you. I'll do what I want. You're just trying to control me. No. Do you have any idea how hard it is to survive in this world when one has no great powers or majestic destiny? When one is just ordinary? Like, less than that even. Someone that even the commoners look down on. I want nothing to do with any of you ever again. She turns her back, and the caravan moves on. Jonai has no girlfriend anymore. Jonai must spend 2.
And I didn't even know she had a girlfriend. So
It's no harm. I mean,
whatever.
do we really want? I mean, that hurts, right? Because I'm assuming there was some sort of love connection to be called girlfriend, but
I mean, but
guess
you didn't
I didn't know
experience
that.
any of it because you didn't listen to the freaking story.
their love story carries on no longer.
All right. Well, anywho, so we're gonna take a break. I'm gonna feed the dogs. We're gonna set up the scenario, and we will be back with more Agmonia. Maybe you can start listening to the story while I'm feeding the dogs.
Janai's gonna cry a little bit.
I think Janai deserves to cry. She didn't even know she had a girlfriend.
That's sad.
I'm really judged. I'm upset about this.
I'm just
Like, I really thought you had listened to the things. Like, I also feel betrayed.
this relationship happened so quickly and died out so fast.
I also feel betrayed. But you can also pick your 3 abilities while we're setting up in the meantime. But yeah, we'll be back soon. Yay.